Come da porta picchita va bene, se tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come da bene in capo di I love you, papà l'americano.
Hey Paisans, welcome to the Wiseguy Kitchen. I'm your host, Vinny Fiore. And this week, our travels bring us to Boca Raton, Florida, where I'm going to surprise an old friend from New York, Maria, who came down here to open up one of the greatest Italian restaurants around, Boca Italiana. We're gonna meet Maria, Chef Omar, and have ourselves a great, authentic Italian meal only at the Piccadilly Mall for Boca Italiana. And we'll be right back at the Wiseguy Kitchen. Maria!
What's going on? What's new?
How you doing?
How's everything?
Well, I heard you moved here to Boca, Florida.
I did.
And I wanted to come check it out. You got this beautiful place, Boca Italiana.
I do, thank you.
Hey folks, those of you watching at home, Maria's an old friend from New York. Heard she's out Boca Raton, Florida, with a beautiful restaurant, Boca Italiana.
Italiana.
So I surprised you by bringing my TV crew out here.
That.
And I heard you got a great,
Wiseguy?
yeah, the Wiseguy Kitchen, that's right. I heard you got a great chef, Chef Omar.
I do.
So we're gonna take a break, come back, and maybe you and the chef could cook me up something to eat.
Absolutely.
Would you mind if I jumped in the kitchen and cooked something
Would love
Wiseguy
it.
style?
Would love it.
All right, folks, we'll be right back at the Wiseguy Kitchen here at Boca Italiana.
Jimmy and Maria Karalakis moved to Boca Raton, Florida from New York City. Maria's husband Jimmy had a dream. It was to create a restaurant showcasing Maria's Italian heritage in Boca Raton. She accomplished that dream in the summer of 2016, and Boca Italiana was born. It is beautifully decorated and inviting. They have a large menu of traditional Italian cuisine with many family recipes, from mussels marinara, fried calamari, fresh fish, chicken and veal dishes, to delicious pizza, lasagna, calzone, and cannolis. As promised, Jimmy's dream has been realized, and his legacy will live on.
So Maria, tell me, what got you into having an Italian restaurant?
My love for Italian food. Home cooking feels like home.
Well, I know that you had mentioned earlier that you're from New York.
I am.
What part?
Whitestone, Queens.
Whitestone, Queens. So you
Not a Brooklyn girl.
Not a oh, I'm a Brooklyn boy.
I know.
All right, so you came from Whitestone, Queens, New York to Boca,
Yes, I did.
and you opened this Italian restaurant, Boca Italiana.
Yes.
And what style of cooking do you do? Sicilian, Neapolitan?
I think a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything?
Little bit of
I got to tell you though, growing up in Brooklyn, New York, and my grandmother was from Sicily, and we had the rigatoni with the sausage and meatballs. And I got to tell you, when I first walked in there, I'm going, wait a minute, Boca Raton, Florida. They got a chef from France,
Yes.
and I'm going to order rigatoni and sausage and meatballs. But I got to tell you, it's just like Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's like eating at home.
It is
Sitting
like
at
eating
your
at
table
home.
on a Sunday dinner. So that's right.
Now, do you guys do like cannolis here?
We do.
You make them yourself?
We do.
You do. Hey, can somebody bring me one of those cannolis? I didn't finish my sausage yet, but I'm going to go ahead and... Thank you, Tracy. Oh my God, look at these things. So you made this yourself?
We do.
Now, did you do it or did the chef do it?
The chef.
Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a bite out of that cannoli, but I promised the chef I was going to go in the kitchen with him, have him cook up a dish that represents Boca Italiana, and then I was going to cook up a dish, a little bit of a Wiseguy style. Hey, my friends, I'm here in the kitchen of Boca Italiana. Going to get ready to meet a great chef, Chef Omar. He's going to cook up a couple of dishes. I'm going to cook up a couple of dishes. We're going to get started in just a... What are you doing here?
We're gonna help you cook, boss.
What are you, my sous chefs?
Yeah, of course.
What do you do with a cigar in the kitchen?
It's not lip, boss. It's not against health code.
And what are you doing? What did you eat?
I'm not blowing my nose, whatever you think.
No, what was that stuff we had earlier?
Oh, that was buffalo mutts.
You ate the buffalo mutts.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I need you to do. I'm going to be the real chef now, Chef Omar. Okay? If you guys don't mind,
Yeah.
go into the other side of that kitchen, Sorry about that, folks. And I'm gonna get Chef Omar over here.
Buffalo Mott's. Okay,
Chef Omar,
Yes.
how are you, man?
How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me here in your kitchen. You know, when I first got here, I see Bocca Italiana. And I walk in and I see this beautiful Frenchman, and I'm going, he's from France. He's gonna cook me Italian food? But when I bit into that rigatoni, I'm telling you, it reminded me of Brooklyn.
Oh, thank you. I'm great. You enjoy it.
So what are we making today?
Today we're gonna make like chicken Florentine.
Chicken Florentine.
Chef Omar of Bocca Italiana in Boca Raton, Florida prepares chicken Florentine, a wonderful chicken dish that originated in Florence, Italy. Usually any dish with the word alla Florentine means it's from Florence and will probably have spinach in it, just like this great chicken dish.
So break it down. Show me what we're doing
We
here.
started with the chicken scallopini.
Okay.
The chicken scallopini. We're gonna stuff it with the spinach. We make some sauté spinach.
So you're gonna do a little saute spinach.
Little spinach, sauté spinach.
You're putting a little olive oil in there.
With little olive oil. Just little
Some onion.
some onion.
So we're putting some fresh spinach, some onion, a little olive oil.
Yeah. I put a slice of
Mozzarella cheese.
mozzarella cheese, fresh prosciutto,
Nice. I love prosciutto.
like sauté a little bit.
Oh,
A
a little salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Stuff it in there. Yeah.
Nice.
Simple.
Very simple dish. You can do
Very
this at
simple
home.
dish you can make to the home. Flour.
A little flour.
Little flour.
Sliced chicken, very thin, scallopini style. Saute a little spinach with some onion, garlic, a little oil.
And the same pot, you make a sauté chicken Florentine.
And now you're gonna saute your chicken, get it brown a little bit, right?
Yes. Take a while. Just one little bit.
Are you making a little sauce for that?
You want it brown, you have some mushroom, some echalot. You flambe with some
So we're making a little sauce with a marsala sauce.
Marsala
Little
sauce and
marsala,
little demi-glace.
little onion, little mushroom,
Then you put the demi-glace.
a little demi-glaze.
Boil a little bit.
We're gonna saute that nice and brown and finish it off in the oven.
Yes, we finish the
All right. All right, folks, when we come back, Chef Omar's gonna put together the wonderful chicken Florentine, Bocca Italiana style. We'll be right back at the Wiseguy Kitchen. All right, folks, welcome back to the Wiseguy Kitchen. Hey, Chef, I think you told me we're gonna make a veal piccata?
Veal piccata is veal sauteed in a lemon caper sauce, a truly great dish. However, the origin of the piccata dish is hard to pin down. You see, in various parts of Italy, it may be called by different names. So the piccata became more of an Italian-American dish here in the United States.
Let's go. What do we got?
So we're gonna start by veal scallopini.
A little veal
Little
scallopini.
3 veal scallopini.
All right. Okay, a couple of pieces of veal scallopini sliced in. Put them in a little flour.
You put a little flour. Let's soak olive oil
A little olive oil in a nice hot pan.
with the hot pan.
And folks, if you really want to make your veal nice and tender, right, Chef,
make
you want
a
to
nice-
pound it a little bit. Pound it nice.
We pan that to make nice and tender. Okay? So we brown it a little bit, we saute, nice color. You see? We have a nice color.
You don't want to overcook it. Just
We
leave
don't
it in
want
there.
overcook.
30, 40 seconds on each side.
30, 40 seconds. Okay? We take some caper. You can see over there. We put the caper. We put two nice
Show that to them.
artichokes.
Some capers and some nice artichokes.
Some nice artichokes. We back on the fire. Some
White wine.
white wine. With the glaze. With the glaze with the white wine. Little butter.
A little butter. You got that?
You got that?
So we got butter, white wine, capers, and artichoke hearts.
And 1 or 2 of French sauce. We call
French
that
sauce.
French sauce.
Now,
that's a lemon and butter sauce.
It's almost like what we would call a beurre blanc.
We call exactly.
Right, a little lemon, butter, garlic.
We did the cooking. Salt and pepper.
Okay. What I really like about this dish that most Italian restaurants make the veal piccata with a little butter sauce,
Yeah.
some fresh capers, some fresh parsley or basil. But
But
Chef
here,
Omar here
we
made
add-
a unique twist to it by adding some artichokes
Exactly.
and a little of the beurre blanc
This
sauce
is-
on it.
Yeah, exactly. This is Boca Italiano style.
Boca Italiana style, only here in Boca Raton, Florida.
We don't leave overcook the veal 1 minute or 2 minutes after your operation, so you take it off the fire, it's ready to go.
Let's go, let's put it in the plate.
Very nice.
Now while you're doing that, I'm gonna ask that young lady back there if she could get me a fork and a
You
knife.
see, you put a artichoke in the top. You make a little, reduce the sauce a little bit, to liquid.
You want to make the sauce thicken up just a
Little
little
bit
bit.
taken up, just a little bit, to water wine. Okay. A little parsley around.
The chef is at work here.
And I make you one nice lemon. Get the lemon at the top.
And that's it right here.
That's it
We
right
have
here to
veal, piccata, Boca Italiana style. And I'm going to dig into that. I know you cooked it, chef, but you don't mind if I
But
taste
the
it.
don't trust me, just try.
Don't trust you, I trust you. But I'm going to give it a try right now. Oh. Let me tell you something. You know what the best part of my job is? I got my producer here, my director here, all the cameramen, the sound engineers, everyone. And I get to taste the food that Chef Omar made.
This is the best time.
We'll be right back at the Wiseguy Kitchen. Hey folks, welcome back to the Wiseguy Kitchen. I'm still here in Boca Raton at Boca Italiana with my friend Chef Omar. Omar, as you remember, cooked us a couple of dishes. He made the chicken Florentine
Yes.
And-
the veal piccata.
and the veal piccata. Now I'm going to make you a dish called chicken caprese, Wiseguy style.
Chicken caprese is a variation of a traditional salad called caprese, which originated in Capri, Italy, an island off the southern coast. Chef Vinny sautés the chicken breast in olive oil, then adds the diced Roma tomatoes and fresh mozzarella to create a very tasty and colorful dish.
All right, folks, we're ready. We're going to start. Can I get a pan? Can I get a pan?
course.
Here we
Give
go.
a nice one.
Give me a nice pan.
If you need the oil.
So we're going to start. I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to
you
start
have
with
olive oil?
a little olive oil in the pan. And Omar, if you don't mind, put a little bit of butter in there for me, Chef.
Of course. I'm here to help you. You put it.
We're going to get the oil and the butter nice and hot. And I'm going to use 2 pieces of chicken breast that we actually pounded out.
Yes.
And we call scallopini, nice and thin. Okay, folks? How we doing here, Chef?
Let it hot.
Are we ready for that?
There we go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
While we're cooking that, we're going to put a little salt and pepper on it.
It's solid, yes.
We'll let that cook. While Chef Omar keeps an eye on the chicken,
I keep an eye on the chicken for you.
I'm going to go ahead and
Well,
cut some fresh mozzarella up. I stack it like casino chips. You know, I spent a lot of time in Vegas. So I'm going to cut up some mozzarella. You see that? All right.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to cut up a little bit of tomato. Now you can use any kind, beef steak, Roma, whatever you like. I like to cut them a little thick because I don't want to feel like I'm I want to feel the tomato in the
You just feel
mozzarella.
the tomato. You don't want the chopped tomato.
All right, we switch that over.
Yes.
I'm going to shove some of my tomatoes right in here.
Beautiful.
There we go. A little splash of white wine if you could.
Yes. Little splash of white wine.
Thank you, Chef. Let's throw a little bit of garlic. Some fresh artichoke hearts. Now, if you remember, Chef Omar used the artichokes in the veal piccata.
The beef bacana.
And I'm going to use them in my caprese. So what we like to do at the Wiseguy Kitchen is use similar ingredients in
Yes.
different dishes, because you can have a lot of fun in the kitchen.
Like that, we have a steady pace.
Right? Now, we're going to take some fresh mozzarella. And what I like to do is, I like to put half of it in, and half of it I save. Because watch what we're going to do when we're done. It's a very fast dish. Back at the clubs in Brooklyn, the guys would always tell me, yo, Vinny, cook me something quick, because I got to run. Everybody's in a hurry. Hey, you never know when the feds are looking.
Everybody on the highway. Everybody say,
All righty. So now, can I borrow that, Chef?
of course.
We're going to take a nice dish. See how fast that's cooked?
It's the first one. It's easy to do.
It's an easy to do dish. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost
Is it
forgot.
it?
We're going to put some fresh arugula on the bottom, our chicken breast on top, our mozzarella and tomato. I'm going to put a little bit more fresh mozzarella around it. Watch this, watch this. A little bit of fresh basil. Some fresh balsamic glaze. Chicken caprese, Wiseguy style, only at the Wiseguy Kitchen and only at Boca Italiana in Boca Raton. I ate your food, now it's your turn to taste mine.
Now I gonna test your food to see how you think about it.
Have fun, my chef.
I
Grab
gonna
the chicken,
take
grab
some.
the chicken, the
I
chicken on
gonna
the
take
bottom.
some chicken too. I have
There
to
you
take
go.
some chicken. There we go.
I don't see you eating no chicken, you better hurry up in there.
Hold on. Don't know why.
Hold on, he's got it.
Ah,
Good?
I can't believe it.
So folks, come on out to Boca Italiana, and don't forget, tune in every week to watch the Wiseguy Kitchen Show. And you'll see me, Chef Vinny Fiore, and also my special guests,
That's amazing.
like Chef Omar. You like that?
Chef, I like it.
I love you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
We'll
very
see you
much.
next week on the Wiseguy Kitchen. Hey Paisans, welcome to the Wiseguy Kitchen. I'm here in downtown Pensacola, historic place. I'm here with Uncle Carmine. He's all dressed up, and I'm in chef clothes. Why? Because I'm going to visit with Paul, the owner of V. Paul's Italian Restaurante, and Chef Chris, and we're going to kick up an amazing dish, Wiseguy style. But guess what else they got here, Carmine?
What's that?
The Blue Angels,
I know that.
world famous.
They sure are.
And this famous street has got all these little shops and boutiques and everything else. While I go cook, why don't you go buy some gifts for the family?
You want me to do that?
But I'm talking about the real family.
Oh, sure, boss.
Go have
Don't
fun.
worry about that.
And we'll be right back at the Wiseguy Kitchen. Hey Paisans, welcome back to the Wiseguy Kitchen. I'm here at V. Paul's Italian Ristorante in Pensacola, Florida. And I'm here with a great chef, my friend, Chris Piccata. How you doing, Chris?
Doing well.
Now, every Italian restaurant specializes in a little technique. What do you guys do here?
We do a lot of coastal cuisine. Today we're not going to be touching up on the coastal cuisines today, but it's a nice rainy day, so I figured something spicy is going to kind of spruce it up a little bit.
Well, they love spice, and you know what, folks? If you didn't notice this, I did. You know the Wiseguy Kitchen, we like a little of that Godfather theme? My friend Chris here, he's got the Al Pacino hat on from The Godfather. All right? So not only is he a chef, he's like a wannabe Wiseguy chef. So let's get cooking.
All right, so today we're going to do a Franz del Diavolo. It's sausage of the devil. We do it a little bit different here at V. Paul's. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make it more of a cream sauce. Normally it's, traditionally, I'm pretty sure it's a red sauce.
Sure.
And so what we're gonna do is we got our cream reduction going on right now.
So how much heavy cream did you put in there?
I put about half a quart or so.
Half a quart?
Yep. We're just gonna
And
do
about a stick or half a stick of butter?
yeah, like I want like a quarter of a pound kind of thing.
Okay, quarter pound
yeah,
of
like
butter.
a stick, like when you're at home, that'd be about the same size there. So we got that. We got the cream going on. We're gonna let that butter melt up a little bit for us. Once that melts up, but while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead.
I'll take care of your butter. You go ahead.
All right, here we go. We got roasted red bell peppers. You know, the nice ones that you can get out of a jar and all that.
And they already come marinated.
And they're already there, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut those in half. And we're just gonna go ahead and julienne them. I've got the other bell peppers. I like to get the freshness and the fire roasted, kind of to blend those together.
Now, for you folks watching at home, the chef said we're going to julienne them. What that means in an Italian kitchen, like my grandmother, cut it nice and thin. That's what they used to say to you, right? So here we go. We continue with the Wise Guy Kitchen, and we'll be right back. Hey, paisans, welcome back to the Wise Guy Kitchen. We're here at V. Paul's in the test kitchen. We're back here with Chef Chris. We're going to finish up that wonderful dish. We got our cream.
Yep. This is cream reduction. All we're doing is reducing it down to where it's going to be almost like a Alfredo consistency already. We got our butter in there. That's going to help get all the fats from the cheeses and all that. We'll get them all the way in there.
Awesome. What else you got going on in
so
here?
Then here we go. We're going to go ahead and start this up. Get this nice and hot. While it's getting hot, we're going to go ahead and we'll take our this is just a bacon fat. I can't really tip it. Just going to hit that up.
Anything with bacon fat's got to be good.
I mean, it's bacon. I mean,
yeah, of course.
If you don't like bacon, then you're not American.
And all you got to do is when you're making bacon at home, don't throw away that fat. Save it. Put it in a little jar.
A little mason jar or something.
Keep it going. That's
I
it.
normally do. Okay, so we got that cream. It's almost there. So while that's going on, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the gorgonzola. We're going to take the gorgonzola and kind of crumble it in.
There you go. I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So they can see it at home.
And then we got the Shropshire as well. And the Shropshire is just going to be a little bit more of a richer flavor. And it's kind of going to bump up that funkiness too as well.
You want it all in?
I don't know if we want it all in there. That cream kind of reduced nice and good for us.
All right, good. Save some. We'll have it for a snack later.
Snack time. So at this point, we'll go ahead and switch over into this. We're just going to whisk that in. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I'll whip it.
And so while that pan's still getting nice and hot, I can start smelling that bacon grease. I'll go ahead and we're going to use this green onion. We're going to use that as a nice garnish for us. So some nice spring onions from Pensacola or Paul Fox Market. And I'm just bias cutting those right there. It's just a nice little angle. It just makes everything look a little bit more aesthetically.
And all the ingredients here are easy to find at any local supermarket. There's nothing
100%.
crazy about it.
Nothing crazy.
You can find it
about this.
anywhere, even in Brooklyn.
All right, so I got it's a par cooked Italian sausage. You go ahead and start that off there. We're just trying to get this is going to be a little bit more dense than any of the vegetables that we're going to put in there. So we're just trying to get this nice and hot again.
I got you, Chef.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Now, could they use any sausage that they like? For example,
100%.
there's a lot of people today that don't want pork sausage. They like chicken sausage or turkey sausage. Could they use that as well?
I think that would help out. But we're going back to a cream sauce here, so we're really not getting too healthy about this one.
Right,
and
exactly.
we're starting out with bacon.
Well, there you go. Well, me, look at me. Do I look like I eat healthy?
All right, so then while that sauce is getting hot, we're going to start toasting up our garlic as well. A decent amount of garlic because it's going to kind of get ran over by the cream sauce.
You could never have enough garlic.
Yeah. And then we got just some shallots, just minced shallots. Start sauteing all that stuff up. We're going to wait, get that going. And then
what do you have here?
we got zucchini and squash. I just diced it up. You can handle it any other way. A lot of times we'll do ribbons, stuff like that in a restaurant. And it would just kind of play a little bit longer with the, or play a little bit better with the pasta.
So it looks like you put about a handful or so, cup?
Yeah, about a cup. And then we're kind of hitting it to where that sausage, by the time the sausage gets done and nice and hot, that zucchini and squash is going to tenderize and just, you know, be just right where we need it. And then we're going to start out with, I got some julienne red onions, and I just got a mushroom ragu. It's just mushrooms. They're cooked down in a little bit of red wine and some beef base, or like a demi. We make all our stocks in-house, our demi in-house, and our chicken.
Looks like you got about a half a red onion, maybe?
Yep, maybe even quarter. It's just nice thin slice. It's gonna work itself in. And then since these aren't roasted off yet, they're not cooked, we're gonna go ahead and add these.
So you got
it's about a quarter of each too.
Green and yellow bell peppers.
Green and yellow. Yep.
Now, Chris, let me ask you a question, Chef. How long you been here at Paul's?
I've been here about 4 years or so. I mean, it's ever since we opened it. I mean, it seems like 20, but.
So you're the original chef?
When I first came in, I was the sous chef. And then.
Look at that, and you took over.
Bada boom.
Bada bing. Wise guy style.
Okay, so what we're doing now, we're gonna go ahead, this is getting nice and thick. I just took some cream cheese, I kind of cubed it up a little bit. It's just nice and tempered, nice and soft. Ooh, nice catch. All right, and we're just gonna go ahead and add that cream cheese. It's gonna just help kind of thicken it up. It's gonna be great. All right, and while this is cooking now, we're gonna go ahead and add this crushed red pepper, and that's where the salchicha part of it comes in. Diablo. We got that going, and then we've got our roasted red bell peppers. The reason, like I was saying, we wouldn't add those until later. Mushroom ragu and the bell peppers, they hold a little bit of more moisture. So then what we're going to use that is pretty much just like a deglazer.
You want to throw them in just about when you have just a couple of minutes left to cook.
Yep. We'll go ahead, and I got these heirloom tomatoes that I was telling you about with the farmer, nice and fresh. We're just going to go ahead and just throw them in there. Nice, vibrant, adds a little bit more color. I mean, any kind of tomato in here is going to work perfect, but I like to kind of hold them all the way tight.
Oh, they're delicious.
That, you know, where you bop them in your mouth and they pop.
Yeah, check that out. It's like candy.
All right, so then now we got those in there. We're going to go ahead and hit the red bell peppers. So it's going to be about the same amount of red bell peppers as you do in the other guys. Okay, and then we're going to hit the mushroom ragu and see kind of see
wow,
that
this looks wonderful. I can see my friends at the club eating this with a nice bottle of Chianti.
There it is. Definitely a fan. All right, so while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and this is bucatini, so then it's a pasta. It's hollow in the center, and what it's going to do is kind of soak up some of those flavors that we have in the pan already. And so as long as we cook that in there and kind of let it.
Now you pre-boiled this, didn't you?
That is a par-cooked pasta, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll only cook it for about 7 to 8 minutes or so.
Right.
So it's still very al dente, if not right before it.
If you guys at home are buying pasta in a box, obviously it takes a long time to cook. If you buy fresh pasta, just like the chef did, it's quicker, and you can dump it right in. Wow, this looks great, Chef.
And it's gonna hold up that starch too. It's gonna transfer your whatever kind of sauce you're doing, any of that. Fresh pasta just got that excess kind of flour to it.
Welcome back to the Wise Guy Kitchen. Guess what? We're gonna finish up this dish, huh, Chef?
We are.
And I'm gonna get to eat, so let's get going.
All right, so we've got our sauce here. It's looking nice and good, nice and creamy. We're gonna go ahead, we'll just pick it up.
You're gonna dump it right over?
Dump it right over. Because like I was saying, that bucatini is nice and hollow, so it's gonna suck up that sauce. And it's gonna hold it nice inside of it. Be nice and rich every single bite. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set that there.
You know what? They invented high definition TV. They invented smart TV. You think they can make smell-o-vision? Because this smells outrageous. Oh man, here, this is your dish, so you go ahead and play with it.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep on using the rubber spat just so we don't break up the pasta because it's nice and cooked now.
You're a great chef.
Well, I appreciate
that. But a little
sir.
Noisy. You're killing my sound guy out there. I hear him popping the pans, the forks, everything's going crazy here.
All right, and then we're gonna go ahead. It'll be nice and messy here, but it's Italian. Why not?
That's it. You know what's amazing? That you're cooking this, I'm getting to smell it, the audience is watching at home, and our live studio audience is sitting there with their tongues hanging out, waiting to taste some of this. But I get to eat first.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut that heat up. Make sure that's there. Get that up. Clean up this rim here, and then that's what we brought the. We had the chili sauce that we had here, and we're gonna go ahead and just.
Oh, you're really kicking it up.
Yeah, we're kicking it up. We're gonna have it nice and hot, and we'll just take some nice hot peppers. A lot of times we'll use the Thai peppers, and we'll take those and just make up a nice little hot sauce. And we'll take that and
a little
bit of green onion, just for freshness, and then we can go back to the Shropshire and the gourd.
Ah, that's nice. You put a little on top.
Yeah. Bada boom.
Bada bing.
All right.
There you go,
There
Wise
it
Guy
is.
style.
Check
Dig
it
in,
out.
Chef. I get to taste some of this?
Look at that. Of course.
Oh,
Got
man.
plenty of it.
Hey, folks, look at this. Oh. Look how amazing this looks. Are you ready? Oh, this is good. I'll be back later. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That was your turn.
All right. What are you cooking today?
Well, when we come back, I'm going to make a kicked up version of an old Neapolitan dish called mozzarella carosa. It's like a grown-up grilled cheese, but they use mozzarella, but I'm going to kick it up Wise Guy style. I'm also going to make a twist on the classic caprese, which most people use tomato and mozzarella. Watch what I do to it. And because we're in Pensacola, we didn't get to go to the beach today because it's raining, so I'm going to make a nice tortellini egg drop soup for the live audience. And we'll be right back at the Wise Guy Kitchen. Welcome back to the Wise Guy Kitchen, paisans. In our last segment, Chef Chris here made a wonderful salsiccia fra diavolo with bucatini pasta, one of his original creations here at V. Paul's Italian Ristorante. But guess what? We brought our bathing suits, but it's raining out in Pensacola. So he made a nice, wonderful, hearty pasta dish. Now, the Wise Guy Chef is going to make a very simple dish. He's got 5 ingredients. We're going to make tortellini egg drop soup, okay, to get the chill out. All right, so first, what we're going to do is we're starting with chicken stock. Now, like chefs like us, you can stay there for 4 hours and make your own chicken stock, but today, they got so many products available on the market, right? They got low sodium, high sodium, whatever you want, right? So we got some nice chicken stock. We're gonna pour that in there. All right, paisans, we got our chicken stock boiling, and we're gonna throw our cheese tortellini right in there like that. Here, Chef, why don't you throw that in and I'll get the other stuff ready.
How long are you gonna keep this in here for?
We'll keep it in there about 5-6 minutes, let it come to a nice boil.
Okay.
Right, now you could use tricolor if you like, spinach, carrot, tortellini. I happen to like the cheese one, and we're gonna let that settle. Now we're gonna take some baby spinach, right? And we're gonna just toss that in there. Maybe a handful or so, right? I think that might be enough. You wanna whisk it up a little bit?
You wanna use the whisk or the ladle?
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I find that with a ladle or something like that, it's gonna be a lot easier when you start getting those leafy greens.
That's right.
Because the leafy greens, they'll get stuck inside that whisk, and then you pull half of them out. Just
How about a little more? What do you think?
I
huh?
think so.
How about we put it all in there?
Let's go.
There you go. Now,
That looks good though.
I like to put a little black pepper. You could stir that up. Now, depending on what cheese I use, like Parmesan or Pecorino Romano, Locatelli, I don't like putting a lot of salt because sometimes the cheese has salt.
Cheese will slump it up.
But so I just put just a little bit, you know, just for flavor.
The aged cheeses.
So
definitely.
while Chef Chris stirs the soup, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to crack open some eggs. Right? One. I usually go for about 3 or 4. I got this idea from going to a Chinese restaurant and you have egg drop soup. And I used to go in, I don't know if you ever did this before, but you go to a Chinese restaurant, they go, you want wonton soup or egg drop soup? And I go, well, can I get it mixed? So they put the wonton and the egg drop together, right? So I came up with the idea, why not do tortellini soup with egg drop? When it comes to a boil a little more, we're gonna stir in the egg. But you don't want to just drop it in there because it'll curdle like scrambled eggs. What you want to do is you want to be able to slowly bring it in and whisk it up. Okay, so let's see. You think we're boiling a little, Chef?
We're there, it's steaming nice and good.
Yeah, it'll work. You want to hold that?
Whisk?
Yeah, I'll get this right in here. I'm going to use the fork.
Okay.
Okay? I get my little whirlpool going, see?
Oh, I see.
And you're right, if you use the whisk, all the greens get caught in the middle. With the fork, it's pretty easier. But very slow.
A lot of times I'll add like a roux or something. I'll take and make a soup kind of like this, and then you take some of the broth out and put it into a mixing bowl.
Sure.
And then add the roux straight to that, and you use the whisk to it straight like that. And then that way it doesn't. You don't have that tendency
That's right.
to like clump up or anything like that.
It's like if you use a blender at home and you're making like an aioli, you slowly put your olive oil in.
Yep.
Otherwise it'll break.
Oop.
So I kind of slowly put these eggs in there.
Looks good though. Looks nice and
Right.
rich.
Now, if they get a close-up of this, you could see it. It's just the right consistency. And what's really good about this dish is like you can make this for a lot of people, very inexpensive and very fast. Now, I like to throw some Parmesan. Usually I put some shaved, just like you got here, and then I'll put the grated on top for garnish. And once again, we're gonna whisk that, get it all in there. Oh, that looks wonderful, huh?
And that's gonna bind with that egg that you just
That's
put in
right.
there, too.
Now, guess what? You're gonna do the hard part. We're gonna transfer this into that beautiful bowl right there. You got it? Or you want me to get it? You got it? All right.
I mean, we're running out of room here.
Yeah, good. All right. So we just made a whole bowl here that could probably feed about 8 people. At the club, when I'm playing poker with the guys on Friday, they like this if it's cold, and we always have a little extra for the next day because it's pretty quick, right? So let's get a ladle. Little tortellini soup. Oop.
Yeah, those bowls are really weird.
Yeah, those bowls are weird. Look at that. I thought I was putting it on. Should we cut? Nope. All right. Once again, it's sabotage. So we're going to put a little cheese here. A little parsley for garnish. Tortellini soup. Egg drop. There you go.
Come da porta picchita va bene, se tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come da bene in cave di I love you, papà l'americano.